Excellencies, distinguished delegates, before we proceed, we kindly invite Excellencies Ministers and ASEAN Secretary General to the stage for a photo session. First is the formal pose. Allow me to count in 3, 2, 1. And now the ASEAN way, right over left. Allow me to count in 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Excellencies, and please be seated.
On behalf of my ASEAN colleagues, may I bid a warm welcome to our very good friend, the co-chair, His Excellency Jaishankar, Minister of External Affairs of India, to the ASEAN-India Post-Ministerial Conference. I think we start first by acknowledging Ibu Retno, our gracious host for all the excellent arrangements over the last few days and obviously for today as well, and one more day to go. This is our first meeting since the summit last November to commemorate the 30th anniversary of the ASEAN-India dialogue relations. We've made very good progress in delivering substantive outcomes to enhance our cooperation over the past year. We upgraded our relations to a comprehensive strategic partnership, or CSP for short, and our focus this year is to implement the CSP, to broaden and to deepen the key areas of cooperation, and to maintain a positive momentum to our relations. Approximately 96% of the ASEAN-India Plan of Action has been implemented, and that's achieved less than 2 years after its adoption. And today we welcome the adoption of the annex to the Plan of Action, which will serve to implement the CSP based on the areas that our leaders have agreed on during the summit. The relationship with India continues to expand to new areas of mutual interest, and I'm happy to note, for instance, that our defense ministers met for the inaugural ASEAN-India Defense Ministers informal meeting on the sidelines of the ADMM Plus in Siem Reap in November 2022. Our navies have held an ASEAN-India maritime exercise in May this year, and we're currently working with India to establish an annual Track 1 ASEAN-India Cyber Dialogue and an ASEAN-India Track 1 seminar on maritime cooperation as well. We're also aiming to conclude the ASEAN-India Joint Statement on Maritime Cooperation for the 20th ASEAN-India Summit in September this year. I want to thank my ASEAN colleagues and Indian colleagues as well, and especially our permanent representatives in Jakarta for seeing through all these initiatives. We can do more to enhance substantive links between our two regions and to build resilience to tackle the ongoing and future global challenges, and we will touch on this later. I look forward to hearing our colleagues' views on how we can further elevate ASEAN-India cooperation to new heights. And let me now take this opportunity to invite Jai Shankar to deliver your opening remarks. Jai Shankar, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Excellency Vivian Balakrishnan, Co-Chair and Foreign Minister of Singapore, Excellencies Foreign Ministers and colleagues from ASEAN member states, a very good morning to all of you. I'm truly delighted to join you this morning, and I too would like to begin by thanking Indonesia and Minister Retno personally for the warm welcome and hospitality. I would also like to express my appreciation for the efforts of Indonesia in effectively steering ASEAN under the current geopolitical scenario with the vision of ASEAN Matters epicentrum of growth. Let me also recognize and appreciate Singapore as our country coordinator for your steadfast support in strengthening ASEAN's relationship with India. Dear colleagues, last year, as my co-chair noted, we celebrated the 30th anniversary of ASEAN-India relations, and we elevated it to a comprehensive strategic partnership. And this was done with a host of activities which focused on all dimensions of our partnership, including the first foreign ministers meeting in Delhi, an exchange of parliamentary delegations, an artists camp, a music festival, the first ever defense ministers meeting, and it closed with the first ASEAN-India maritime exercise in May 2023. Colleagues, ASEAN is a crucial pillar of India's Act East policy and its vision for the wider Indo-Pacific. A strong and unified ASEAN plays an important role in the emerging dynamic of the Indo-Pacific. India firmly supports ASEAN centrality and the ASEAN outlook on the Indo-Pacific. We welcome Indonesia's efforts in mainstreaming of AOIP and its planned implementation through the ASEAN Indo-Pacific Forum. AOIP's convergence with the Indo-Pacific Oceans Initiative, or IPOI, provides a strong basis for our cooperation in this regard. As comprehensive strategic partners, we look forward to working with ASEAN in further expanding our partnership to include newer areas while strengthening existing cooperations, and I refer here especially to cyber, financial, and maritime security domains. I would like to extend my appreciation to all the ASEAN foreign ministers for your support in strengthening our partnership. I look forward to our discussions today to pave the way for a vibrant and dynamic ASEAN-India partnership well suited for the current global economic and strategic landscape. Thank you, Co-Chair. Thank you, Excellencies.
Thank you, Jai Shankar. We've now reached the end of the open session, so may I request that the media leave the room so that we can continue with the closed session.